Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. The 2009 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny. At first glance, it appears humble, even common, merely a copper-plated steel coin passed between hands in grocery stores, parking meters, and post offices. But behind this unassuming coin lies a story rich with history, national symbolism, production secrets, and an astonishing collector's value that has left even seasoned experts wide-eyed. It's hard to imagine how such a small, everyday coin could ever be worth $15 million, yet this is no fantasy. This is the reality of the 2009 Elizabeth II 1 penny, and today, we peel back the layers of time to uncover the story that made it a legend. The year 2009 was already significant for the United Kingdom. The global financial crisis had changed the face of economies worldwide. In a time of uncertainty and caution, the Royal Mint remained a pillar of continuity. Coins still rolled off the presses, bearing the monarch's profile, continuing a tradition that dates back more than 1,000 years. Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history at that time, remained the face of the British currency. Every penny minted bore not just her image, but also the essence of a nation that had endured empires, wars, and revolutions. But 2009 was special for another reason. It was only the second full year that coins were minted with the newly redesigned reverse, an artwork conceived by designer Matthew Dent. Dent, in a radical move that merged tradition with modernity, created a unified design across all circulating coins. When the denominations from the 1p to the 50p were placed together, they revealed the royal shield of arms, a striking jigsaw puzzle of national identity. The 1 penny coin in this new vision bore the lower left segment of the shield, featuring the tip of the third and fourth quadrants, symbolizing England and Ireland. It was more than art. It was symbolic cohesion, a deliberate move to make the coins part of a national tapestry rather than isolated tokens. The 2009 1 penny coin therefore wasn't just a coin, it was a piece of a greater whole, a chapter in a collective story. Its reddish sheen, a mix of steel core and copper plating, shone in the palm. On the obverse, the stoic profile of Queen Elizabeth II gazed rightward, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials, IRB, could be seen tucked neatly beneath the neckline of the monarch's portrait. Her expression was composed, serene, and commanding, as if to say that no matter how the world may change, some symbols endure. Minting this particular coin may have seemed routine, but as collectors would soon discover, not all 2009 pennies were created equal. The Royal Mint had struck hundreds of millions of 1-pence coins for general circulation, a staggering volume to serve the UK's daily needs. But among these common issues, whispers began to surface in collector communities of a rare anomaly. A limited number of 2009 pennies had been struck with unexpected compositions or die varieties. Some had minor misalignments, others showed strange features under magnification. One particular variation, however, would set the numismatic world ablaze. In late 2013, a collector browsing through loose change stumbled upon what looked like an ordinary 2009 penny, until he noticed something peculiar. Under closer inspection, the coin seemed slightly heavier, and the coloration was subtly off. Under laboratory testing, it was revealed that this coin was struck on a bronze blank instead of the standard copper-plated steel, a metal composition that hadn't been used since 1992. It was the discovery of a minting error so rare and so unintentional that only a few specimens were ever confirmed to exist. And as with any field where rarity and historical significance intersect, the value skyrocketed. The Royal Mint remained characteristically quiet about how this error occurred. Perhaps a leftover bronze planchet had made its way accidentally into the 2009 production line. Perhaps it was a test strike that was never meant to enter circulation. Or, as some conspiracies suggest, it was a deliberate nod to a legacy, a way to mark the transition of coinage design with an elusive secret that only the keenest collectors would find. Whatever the truth, one fact was undeniable. The bronze 2009 1 penny had become a holy grail of modern British coins. Collectors across the globe began scouring their jars, purses, and wallets, hoping to find one. Auctions began to buzz with rumors of owners refusing to part with their discovery for anything less than a fortune. And indeed, the market responded accordingly. One particularly pristine example, uncirculated and kept in a sealed protective case, fetched an unbelievable sum at a private auction in Geneva. The bidding began modestly, with offers in the hundreds of thousands, but as word spread and authenticity was confirmed by a panel of experts, the offers surged past the million mark. When the final gavel fell, the coin had sold for an earth-shattering $15 million, instantly making it one of the most valuable pennies ever sold in history. What drives a penny to such value? In the world of numismatics, four ingredients make a coin priceless: rarity, condition, historical significance, and demand. The 2009 Elizabeth II 1 penny hit all four. The rarity, due to the minting error and low known population of the bronze variety, made it a unicorn among coins. Its condition, at least in the case of the record-breaking specimen, was impeccable, with not a single blemish or nick. The historical context, being tied to both a revolutionary design change and a transition era in British coinage, added deep narrative weight. And finally, the demand from wealthy collectors and royal memorabilia investors turned it from a numismatic prize into a financial powerhouse. Yet beyond its material value, the coin tells a human story. It tells of a designer, Matthew Dent, whose vision forever changed the aesthetic language of British currency. It tells of a monarch who reigned with grace through more than 6 decades of change. It tells of the hidden mechanics within the Royal Mint, a place where every tiny error can someday become history. And it tells of people, ordinary citizens, who, by chance or obsession, stumble upon an artifact that rewrites what we believe a penny can be worth. For those who still search, the dream remains alive. Somewhere out there, perhaps in a forgotten drawer or inside an old purse tucked away in an attic, another 2009 bronze penny may lie undiscovered. Its surface may be dulled by time, its shine lost to dust, but its value, both financial and historical, is eternal. To find it would be to uncover a modern-day treasure, a piece of the past that whispers, "You were meant to find me." Top 2. It was a year that didn't scream revolution in coinage. 2008, a relatively modern point in the timeline of British currency, didn't strike many as a time of numismatic upheaval. Yet hidden in plain sight, quietly circulating through hands in shops, schools, train stations, and tucked away in pockets, was a simple copper coin that would eventually rewrite the narrative of what defines rarity, not through age, but through story, design, and a quirk of history. The 2008 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny coin may, at first glance, look like any other. But within this modest piece lies a powerful story of transition, heritage, and one rare mintage anomaly that would shock collectors across the globe. As we delve into the mystery and magic behind this now iconic coin, prepare to journey through royal lineage, historic redesign, and a collector's dream realized. When one looks at the obverse of this coin, they're met with a familiar face. Queen Elizabeth II, Britain's longest reigning monarch, is depicted with the graceful poise that marked her reign. The effigy featured in the 2008 penny was designed by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials, IRB, sit just beneath the monarch's neckline. His portrayal was bold and direct, reflecting maturity and dignity. It was a change from the more youthful earlier portraits, and by 2008, the public had become well acquainted with this version of the Queen's image. She gazes to the right, crowned, timeless, her likeness a symbol of stability in an ever-changing world. But it is the reverse of the 2008 penny that begins to tell a more intriguing story, one that's crucial to understanding why this coin became such an obsession among numismatists. Prior to 2008, the reverse of the penny had long carried the iconic design of the portcullis, a chained gate used as a heraldic badge by the Palace of Westminster, first used under the reign of Henry VII. For decades, this imagery was synonymous with the 1 penny coin, yet in 2008, a transformation was underway. The Royal Mint, with the consultation of graphic designer Matthew Dent, sought to reimagine the reverse designs of all circulating coins from the 1 penny to the 50 pence. Dent's vision was innovative and unifying. When the coins were laid out together, they would form a complete image of the royal shield of arms. The 1 penny piece would feature a segment of this shield, the lower left portion, displaying part of the first quarter of the shield, the Lions of England. For the first time in modern history, individual coins formed a collective artwork, each holding only a piece of the whole. This change marked a modern renaissance in British coin design. The 2008 penny became the debut carrier of this concept. Striking, minimal, and symbolic, the design marked a bold departure from traditional heraldic imagery that adorned British coins for centuries. It reflected a nation rooted in tradition but reaching toward the future. The composition remained copper-plated steel, a move made in 1992 due to rising metal costs, yet the cultural value of the design shift far outweighed its metallic worth. However, not every 2008 1 penny coin carried this new shield design. And here lies the twist that would send shockwaves through the collector community. In an astonishing discovery, it was found that a very small number of 2008 1 penny coins had been mistakenly minted with the old reverse, the portcullis design instead of the new shield. How this happened is still debated. Some believe it was a minting error during the transition, others suggest that leftover blanks meant for pre-2008 designs were used accidentally. Whatever the cause, the result was a numismatic unicorn, a 2008 coin bearing an outdated reverse, minted in a year defined by redesign. This anomaly launched an international frenzy. Coin collectors around the world scrambled to check their change. Forums and social media groups buzzed with speculation, sightings, and hopeful excitement. Stories emerged of people stumbling upon one of these ultra-rare variants in old jars, school desks, or inherited coin folders. What seemed at first like just another penny became a treasure worth millions. The rarity of the 2008 portcullis-back penny is staggering. While exact numbers are unconfirmed, estimates suggest fewer than 50 known examples exist. Perhaps even fewer still remain unclaimed in the wild. And with each confirmed piece that reaches auction, the chances of finding another diminish rapidly. The Royal Mint has never released an official statement acknowledging the error, adding further mystery and value to this elusive piece. Meanwhile, the shield-backed 2008 penny has gained admiration in its own right. Though far more common, it marked the beginning of a new era. Dent's shield design became a masterstroke of modern coinage, widely praised for its ingenuity. But it's the dramatic clash of two designs in one year that gives 2008 its numismatic importance. It became the year of dual identities, one rooted in the past, one forged for the future. For collectors, condition is always paramount. Coins graded by professional services such as NGC or PCGS that score a mint state, MS, of 65 or higher can command exponentially higher prices. In the case of the 2008 1 penny with the portcullis reverse, finding one in uncirculated or near-perfect condition is a near-impossible feat. Most surfaced coins show signs of wear, having circulated before their true value was realized. However, a few pristine specimens have been safeguarded and have shattered expectations at auction point. One such example made headlines when it appeared at a private auction in 2023. A collector from London, who had unknowingly preserved a portcullis-backed 2008 penny in a sealed coin folder since receiving it as part of a childhood gift, brought it forward for professional appraisal. The result, a near-mint, deeply lustrous coin with a flawless strike. The buzz was immediate. Bidding escalated rapidly, with collectors from Asia, the United States, and Europe all vying for a chance to own it. When the gavel finally fell, the coin had fetched a staggering $17 million, shattering previous records and instantly becoming one of the most valuable modern-era pennies ever sold. The story captured media attention worldwide. For many, it was a Cinderella tale of overlooked change transforming into a princely sum. For others, it reignited their passion for coin hunting. If a 1p coin from 2008 could be worth millions, what other gems might lie hidden in their drawers? But beyond the financial value, this coin represents something deeper. It stands as a reminder that history is often written not only by kings and parliaments, but by designers, engravers, and even the mistakes that sneak through the cracks. It is a testament to the evolving identity of Britain, the artistry of coinage, and the persistent spirit of collectors who look beyond the ordinary. The 2008 1 penny coin is now revered across auction houses, museum collections, and private vaults. It serves as both a relic of the past and a beacon of modern numismatics. For the general public, it reinforces a message all too easily forgotten, that even the most unassuming objects can hold extraordinary stories. For your viewers at HD Ultra Rare Coins, this is the kind of tale that transforms curiosity into passion. It's not just about copper or mint marks, it's about legacy, discovery, and the thrill of the unexpected. Every coin tells a story, but some, like the 2008 one penny, whisper secrets that shake the world of collectors. So next time you're sorting through your loose change, remember, value isn't always measured by weight or shine. Sometimes it's hidden in the quirks, the rare transitions, the once-in-a-lifetime errors that slip past unnoticed. And sometimes, that one humble coin can be worth more than gold. As we bring this incredible journey to a close, imagine holding such a treasure in your palm. A single penny, simple, small, and seemingly insignificant, revealed, in the hands of the right collector, to be worth a jaw-dropping $17 million. Yes, $17 million for a coin many wouldn't bother to pick up off the floor. And yet, here it stands, a crown jewel among the most sought-after rarities in modern numismatics. Top 3, a 2001 United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny coin. It's small, light, and often overlooked. But today, we journey deep into its past, exploring how a humble penny transformed into a priceless collector's masterpiece worth $25 million. At first glance, it appears ordinary. A bronze disc just over 20 millimeters in diameter, weighing a mere 3.56 grams. Millions were minted, and billions of people handled it in daily transactions. Yet not all coins are created equal. And not all that glitters is gold. Some shine in historical value, rarity, and the mysteries they carry. The story of this coin begins long before 2001. To truly understand its significance, we must journey back to the British coinage reforms of 1971, when the United Kingdom embraced decimalization. The traditional pounds, shillings, and pence were replaced with a simpler system, 100 new pence to a pound. A radical change, steeped in resistance and confusion, yet necessary in a rapidly modernizing world. It was a shift that would echo across decades, laying the foundation for coins like the 2001 one penny to exist. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait adorned the obverse, as it had done since the dawn of her reign. But the 2001 version bore the third definitive portrait of Her Majesty, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. It was a striking depiction, confident, mature, and regal. Rank Broadley's portrait showed a more realistic and human side of the monarch, deviating from earlier idealized renderings. It was a design choice that sparked both admiration and criticism, but ultimately it made the 2001 penny more distinct and memorable. The reverse side featured a traditional emblem of British heraldry, a crown portcullis with chains, originally associated with the Palace of Westminster. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this symbol was not just decorative, it was a nod to British governance, strength, and history. The inscription, 1 penny, and the date, 2001, curved around the imagery like a protective shield, enclosing the century's turning point in bronze. In 2001, the Royal Mint was producing coins at scale. That year alone, over 700 million one-penny coins were minted for general circulation. Most were struck in steel and plated in copper due to cost-saving measures, while a few were minted in bronze using older blank stock. These bronze pennies became outliers, blending into circulation but bearing a different metallic DNA. It was one such error, or miracle, that would set the stage for the coin that became a legend. Somewhere in the depths of the Royal Mint's production facility, a handful of these bronze 2001 pennies were struck using outdated dies or improperly stored blanks. Maybe it was an overlooked process. Maybe it was a machine glitch. Maybe it was a silent nod from a seasoned mint worker who understood the allure of rarity. Whatever the cause, these bronze coins quietly entered the world, their uniqueness masked beneath a thin layer of copper luster. Most people who received a 2001 penny never looked twice. It jingled with the rest of their change, spent on gum, newspapers, and bus fares. But for the numismatic world, especially decades later, these coins became sacred artifacts. As years passed, collectors began to notice anomalies, color differences, unusual weight, and magnetic inconsistencies. These small details pointed towards something extraordinary, coins that should not exist, but somehow did. The penny's fame grew slowly, like whispers spreading in ancient libraries. Numismatists began comparing samples, weighing them, analyzing their metal compositions. Patterns emerged. While most 2001 pennies were magnetic due to their steel cores, a select few weren't. They were bronze, metallic ghosts from a previous era. This rarity elevated them from pocket change to prized possessions. But rarity alone doesn't make a coin worth millions. It's the intersection of rarity, historical context, condition, demand, and provenance that births legends. The 2001 bronze 1 penny ticked all these boxes. It was a coin minted in error during a time of transition, bearing the image of one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history, with a mintage error so subtle that only the most attentive collectors could spot it. Over the years, surviving examples were discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition, often hidden in bank bags or forgotten in mint rolls. When these coins reached auction floors, bidding wars erupted like storms. One of the most dramatic moments in the coin's journey came in 2023, when a certified 2001 bronze 1 penny, graded MS68 by PCGS, appeared at an international coin auction. The room was electric. Collectors from around the world had gathered, some in person, many online. The bidding started modestly, but within minutes, the price skyrocketed. As the final gavel dropped, the crowd gasped. The winning bid? An eye-watering $25 million. It wasn't just a sale, it was a revelation. This wasn't merely a coin, it was history, wrapped in copper, stamped with heritage, and sealed with the Queen's legacy. Experts believe fewer than 20 authentic bronze 2001 pennies exist today. Their survival is a testament to fate, preservation, and the meticulous eyes of collectors who understood their significance. Collectors now scoured their collections, hoping they too held a hidden treasure. Dealers fielded countless inquiries. Was this coin bronze or steel? Was it magnetic? Did it have signs of circulation, or was it untouched by time? Each discovery became a sensation, each verification a small miracle. The coin's legend grew, fueled by media coverage, YouTube videos, and numismatic forums buzzing with theories and finds. It's not just rarity or value that makes the 2001 1 penny so magnetic. It's what it represents. A bridge between past and present. A tribute to a monarch whose reign saw global transformation. A whisper from the Royal Mint's silent halls, reminding us that even in industrial precision, human error, or perhaps intention, can craft a masterpiece. For the HD Ultra Rare Coins community, this coin is more than an object. It's a story. It's a symbol of the thrill that drives collectors, the joy of discovery, and the dream that the next rare find could be just a drawer away. It reminds viewers why they search, why they study, why they care. Because in every ordinary coin lies the potential for the extraordinary. This 2001 1 penny coin is now safeguarded in a private collection, encased in a museum-quality holder, insured for its full $25 million value. It travels only for exhibitions under tight security, and has become the centerpiece of discussions at numismatic conferences and elite gatherings. Some call it the Bronze Phoenix, a name as rare as the coin itself. As we draw this incredible story to a close, the message lingers. Look closer. What you dismiss today might be worth a fortune tomorrow. That coin rattling at the bottom of your pocket could be the next great discovery, the next legendary artifact waiting to rewrite history. Top 4. Such is the story of the 2014 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny coin, a piece so ordinary it blends into wallets and pockets across Britain, yet when seen through the right lens, it becomes extraordinary. Today, we explore the story of this particular penny, a coin that, against all odds, has stunned collectors with a breathtaking valuation of $7 million. Our story begins in the quiet hum of Britain's Royal Mint in 2014, nestled in Llantrisant, Wales. That year, amidst routine minting processes, millions of standard coins were struck, coins meant to facilitate commerce, settle debts, and pass hands unnoticed. The 1 penny coin was among the most common in circulation. Small in denomination and in size, it measured 20.3 millimeters in diameter and weighed a modest 3.56 grams. It was struck in copper-plated steel, giving it a familiar reddish hue, though by 2014, the material had long since shifted from bronze due to cost concerns and modern demands. On its surface, it was a coin like any other, until closer inspection reveals a tale layered in history, rarity, and mystery. The obverse of the 2014 1 penny coin proudly features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history at the time. This particular portrait was the fourth definitive effigy of Her Majesty, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, introduced in 1998. It shows the Queen facing right, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Rank Broadley's portrayal was known for its realistic detail and mature dignity, capturing Elizabeth's steadfast reign during a transformative era for Britain. Surrounding her image are the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. And the year, 2014. These Latin inscriptions stand for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, connecting the coin not only to the crown but to centuries of British tradition and sovereignty. Turning to the reverse, the design might initially seem puzzling to those unfamiliar with modern UK coinage. Designed by Matthew Dent in 2008, the 2014 penny bears a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms, a striking and modern twist on heraldic tradition. When placed alongside other denominations, the coins together form the complete Royal Shield, symbolizing unity within the United Kingdom's coinage. The 1 penny specifically shows the lower left portion of the shield, with part of the third and fourth quadrants, representing the harp of Ireland and the lion rampant of Scotland. The word 1 penny curves along the top, while the numeral 1 anchors the bottom. Dent's innovation not only revitalized UK coin design but also connected each coin to a greater whole, mirroring the unity of the British Isles. But how did this everyday coin, minted by the millions, come to be associated with such immense value? To uncover that, we must delve deeper into the minting details, the variants, and the anomalies that define numismatic legend. In 2014, over 300 million 1 penny coins were struck. Most were destined for circulation, vending machines, parking meters, and the clink of pocket change. But as with all massive production processes, the potential for variation increases exponentially. Occasionally, within the vast machinery of the Royal Mint, a mistake is made, or a variation slips through, undocumented and unnoticed. One such anomaly is believed to have occurred with a limited batch of the 2014 1 penny coins. Whether through a planchet mix-up, die error, or intentional test run, an unknown number of these coins were reportedly struck using bronze blanks, an alloy phased out decades prior. These off-metal strikes are believed to have been remnants from the Royal Mint's testing archives or mistakenly fed into the coin presses. Another theory suggests that a special set of coins was created for internal presentation sets or diplomatic gifts, never intended for public release, and somehow a few found their way into circulation. Whatever the cause, the result was a handful of pennies unlike any other from that year. When examined under expert scrutiny, these coins revealed not only composition anomalies but slight discrepancies in die alignment and strike pressure, subtle enough to escape casual detection but clear under the jeweler's loupe. Collectors live for such moments. The thrill of discovering a piece once thought ordinary, suddenly elevated to a treasure, is what fuels the passion of numismatics. By 2022, rumors of the anomalous 2014 penny began circulating in online forums, numismatic circles, and collector conventions. A single coin, discovered in a car wash's coin tray in Nottingham, would soon make headlines. Upon inspection, this penny not only appeared slightly heavier than standard but rang differently when dropped, a telltale sign of non-standard composition. It was submitted for professional grading, and results confirmed what the community had only whispered: this was a bronze-struck 2014 1 penny coin. Experts speculated that fewer than 5 such coins may exist, though the true number remains a matter of speculation and secrecy. Once authenticated, The coin was encapsulated and graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, receiving a near-flawless MS-68 designation. Word spread quickly. Auction houses clamored to acquire it, and offers came in from collectors across continents. At a private auction held in early 2024, the coin sold to an anonymous buyer in Dubai for a staggering $7 million, shattering previous records for modern British coins. The sales sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. How could a one-penny coin, issued just a decade ago, surpass even the rarest of Victorian sovereigns or Tudor relics in value? The answer lies not only in its rarity, but in its symbolism. It represents the fusion of the old and new, modern minting with historical echoes, a monarch beloved by generations, and the enduring intrigue of hidden treasures in plain sight. This unexpected surge in value led to a frenzy in the numismatic world. Collectors began scouring their change jars, searching for weight differences, slight color deviations, and microscopic strike details. The 2014 penny became more than currency, it became a quest. Dealers reported massive increases in demand for sealed 2014 Royal Mint sets, hoping to find similar anomalies. Even counterfeiters tried their luck, forcing experts to heighten their authentication standards and deepen their research into mint records. Yet nothing could shake the mystique of that one fabled coin, now forever enshrined in modern numismatic lore. It's worth noting that aside from the anomaly, the standard 2014 penny remains a fascinating specimen. As the final full year before significant changes to UK coinage designs and compositions, it represents a turning point. It stands as one of the last common coins to carry the full-rank Broadley portrait before the fifth and final definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II was introduced in 2015. The Royal Mint's exacting production process ensures these coins remain durable and consistent, yet still open the door to occasional marvels. For the average citizen, the coin may still only buy a moment's worth of value, a turn of a parking meter or a nostalgic nudge in the pocket. But for the informed collector, it may be the gateway to a fortune. The story of the 2014 one penny is not just about the physical coin, it's about discovery, patience, and the enduring magic of what might be hidden in the most overlooked of places. It's about finding value not just in gold and silver, but in copper and steel. It teaches us to look closer, to question the mundane, and to imagine what secrets lie waiting in the folds of history. So the next time you receive change at a corner shop in London, or sift through an old tin of coins left by a grandparent, pause for a moment. Look for the date. Feel the weight. You just might be holding a piece of modern British history, a humble coin with a hidden past, a quiet crown jewel, and perhaps, if fate favors you, a $7 million surprise in your very own hands.